try to get out of here before it gets too dark and make it home. So we'll get out of here and we're going to be heading home from the meeting. And it's getting cold anyway. So we got to get the bike home. Let's get rid of all this damn traffic here. I'll get run over. And we're getting underway. And we'll just head home. Being it's so cold out anyway, it's getting cold, the face shield's fogging up. And the air's getting quite chilly for being the end of April. That's the big part. The end of April and it's still freaking cold out. I don't get it. Anyway, something is definitely banging around here in the helmet. I don't know what that is. And I don't know if you're picking that up or not on the mic. But I gotta figure out what's banging on this helmet. Something's banging. And anyway, yeah, I gotta figure out what's banging. It's not the helmet strap. That's definitely not banging. Something's banging. I'm sure you can hear that. Because I can hear it. Yeah, something's definitely banging on this helmet. I don't know what it is. I'm going to stop here and check it out, I think. I'm going to do that right down here. Something loose somewhere. Trying to figure out what this is banging on this helmet. So let's find a nice safe place to pull over here. I think we're going to pull right over there. I'll get run over by this car. And I think he sees me. So we're going to see what's wrong with this microphone or something's banging on this helmet. I wonder really what it is. Let me check it out real quick. I don't know, it wasn't banging earlier, but banging now, whatever it is, wherever it might be. It is what it is. Back down home through Canonsburg, I think. I could jump on the highway, but I'm not much of a highway rider, as I said before. old man sees me. Yeah, we'll go to Cannonsburg here. Probably a lot less wind going through Cannonsburg, and I don't trust my camera blowing off my helmet yet. So, there's something definitely blowing around this helmet. I have to figure out where that's at. I don't know where it's at. Or it could be. Could just be wind blowing through it. I don't know. Not really sure where it's coming from. To figure that out somehow. Still recording. So I'm recording anyway, but I don't know where in the hell that sound's coming from. I know where it's coming from. It's coming from my sweatshirt. I didn't have it on before. It is a zipper smacking on my helmet from my sweatshirt. See, I didn't have the sweatshirt on before, so it couldn't have been from before, so that's why I know it's from now. That's the only thing I did differently since I was riding before. So all is good. Everything's holding up. The tape's holding up on the camera's holding up on the helmet, so I think it's working out pretty well. Okay. The temperature's dropping like astronomically. Unbelievable how fast the temperature's dropping. I'll probably go back home and put the bike away because it's supposed to be cold in the morning too, and I don't really want to ride to work in the freezing cold, so I'll probably just put the motorcycle away tonight. And we'll go from there. But yeah, that's what was banged. It was a zipper. Interesting. Anyway, so we're now driving through the beautiful town of Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. I used to work here one time on the ambulance service. It used to be owned by the VFW club. We're going to try to get around this car here. Hopefully everything will work out for me, except that big pothole in the middle of the road. You always gotta watch for cars pulling out, such as that one. Always keep your eyes open when you're riding. That's what I told you earlier. When I sign off, my new sign off is ride your own ride. You know, it's very important. And anyway, so we're just cruising through Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. And I think I'm going to have to get my tire pressures checked. It feels like the tires are just not riding right on the road for some reason. I don't understand it. I don't know. So now we're going back up through Houston. That's where I stopped to get gas at before. The place will come up on your right hand side. Maybe it's your left, I don't know. When you're videotaping, who really knows, right? One side or the other. If I use this film for a vlog. So what we're going to talk about on this vlog, if you've been reading my website, which is HarleyDayrider.com, you'll learn from me that I took the BRC course, the Basic Rider course. And I talked about that to a gentleman that I went on a group ride with here at the club meeting. We were talking tonight. And he said he never took it, but he always wanted to. He said he heard good things about it. And I can't tell you enough about the Basic Rider course. There's the gas station I stopped at right there. The Basic Rider course, it sounds basic, like people want to get their license. I've had my license for years, but it taught me so much. It's unbelievable how much it actually taught me. And how much I learned from taking that course. You know, everything from emergency stopping, that's huge, emergency stopping, throttling in bends, you know, slow look, throttle, like roll your throttle in the bend. Like here, for instance, we're going to slow down a little bit. We're going to roll our throttle. We're not going to touch the brakes. You're going to keep your throttle going so you keep the bike upright. So you learn that in the BRC course. The emergency stopping is huge. It really meant a lot for the emergency stopping techniques to learn that. And to be able to do that stuff, you know, if you have to, Lord knows we hope you never have to use the emergency stopping techniques, but if you do, it's just really nice to be able to do that. But they do teach you a lot of stuff. Every class I went to on the BRC course, I learned something new. I mean, from the very first aspect of the getting on and off the motorcycle, just something so simple as that. You would think, hey, and I constantly am watching people get on and off their motorcycle the wrong way. The way to get on and off the motorcycle is by holding the brake lever in, the front brake lever, hold it in, lift your leg off the motorcycle. When you're getting on the motorcycle, get on it the same way. Hold the brake lever, lift your leg up over the motorcycle, and pull yourself onto the motorcycle. That was huge for me. Before, I was doing it totally wrong. When I got off the motorcycle, I would try to leave go both handlebars, slide my foot across the seat, and after I put the backrest on in the back seat, it was starting to strain my groin. It was so bad. So that's something you have to learn, right? So it was very good to learn that stuff. Anyway. As you can see, this is starting to get a little darker out here. Definitely, the temperature is definitely dropping, and I knew it would once the sun went down. But you know, I think I was more concerned about driving home at night. I can't believe I screwed up, and I know that it was on YouTube. I mean, on our Yahoo groups, that said, go visit the Still City Harley first, and then go to the meeting. And that's exactly what I did. And there was nobody else at the Harley dealer for bike night. So I guess bike nights now are Tuesday night at the Isoplex. And I guess that's kind of how we have the room sponsored for the club meetings. For our Harley Hog group. If you're not in a hog group, if you drive a Harley, it's a national chapter. There's a national group, and then you have local chapters. So you might want to look for your local chapters. There's a lot of stuff on the road. I don't know if it's oil or grease or tar or what the hell that was. Anyway, so back to the, let's go back to that BRC course. So the BRC course, the basic rider course, there's also a basic rider course too. The BRC course, you're going to ride their motorcycles. Their motorcycles are Suzuki's, at least the one I went to. Suzuki 250s. And you know, they're just easy to maneuver, easy to handle, lightweight, and they just work really well. Nice bike. The BRC 2 course, you can sign up for. My wife said, you're going to take the BRC 2 course, and I said, I guess I'm leery because you take it on your own motorcycle. As we talked earlier, my Sportster's not a big bike by any means, but it's still almost 700 pounds. And it's a lot heavier than a 250cc Suzuki. So, but anyway. Something to think about, I guess. She wants me to take it just to be safe. I mean, you can never be too safe on your motorcycle, and I'm sure it's a very good course. Then they have what's called the Advanced Riders course. I talked to a few gentlemen about the Advanced Riders course, and they told me, now there's a truck on my ass here, so we're going to pull over here. We're going to let the truck around us. I'm going to pull over up here. We're going to let this truck go around me here. All right. So anyway, the Advanced Riders course, I've been told the Advanced Riders course, they say you're going to drop your bike. People roll their bikes on the ground. They say tape everything off. If you can't, take your hard saddlebags off. And you got to deal with all that. So this wind is absolutely crazy. So the Advanced course, I gotta get off this shit. I don't know what this shit is, but it's like it's slippery or some shit. And try to ride over here a little bit. So the Advanced course is supposed to be very, very difficult. They put you in some very tight situations, and you gotta be very, very careful with that stuff. So anyway, that is the Advanced course. I don't know what that stuff is on there. I don't know if it's oil from these big rigs. Somebody's leaking some shit. I don't know. You can see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but it's awful shiny. And the wind, I think, is pounding me more than anything. It feels like the back of the bike is like looser. It's not tracking right. I don't know. Or it's just the wind blowing me all the hell and back. You can probably hear that wind. Here, we'll let you hear a little bit. You can hear a little bit of the wind blowing there. I know. I try not to ride my motorcycle at night as much as possible, because at night it makes it very difficult to ride. You can't see as much. We talked about that before. So that's why I'm trying to make it home. Anytime now. There you go. Getting very cold. I gotta start packing my leather coat even in the summertime. Trying to see these cars lining up for some reason. Anyway. So yeah, so if you get a chance, take one of the courses, sign up. They're free, at least they are here in Pennsylvania. I don't know how they do that. I talked to my son about that too. I'm not sure how they did that. Made it free. But they are free, absolutely. It doesn't cost a nickel. If you don't have your license, you have to have your permit to take the course. So you sign up, you do all that stuff, and you use your permit. If you pass the course, they stamp your permit, and then you have a license. So I can't believe how bad my ass is freezing out here. I got the wrong gloves on. As you can see, I got finger gloves on. And not very good idea. Got to go home and eat something. I'm starving like hell. I never did like this bin right here. Anyway, I know I got enough gas. I filled the tank up, and I've only ridden 19 miles on it. I don't know why was it. Bike was putting back here, little putt. So yeah, you know, you got to watch the roads. There's a lot of shit on the roads right now, and I don't know why. And we've had all these drilling rigs around here, the big gas Marcellus Shell drilling rigs, and they leak shit, and they're just shitty trucks. I mean, they leak water, oil, and then you go shit on the roads that we got to deal with. And try not to get killed on your motorcycle. It's really disgusting. I mean, anytime you got to deal with that, I don't think that should be in the public's eyes. We don't have to deal with that here. Anyway. So I'm trying to get back home. Whoops. Don't want to get run over by a car. Freezing my ass off. Hungry as dick. Yeah, that's just the way life is, I guess. See, we're gonna really got to watch that, especially when you don't know what's on the roads. Really, just gear down, get off the throttle a little bit, and just be very careful and watch that shit. At this point, I'm really cold. I'm gonna take the bike back, put it back in the shed, and get my truck, and I gotta run to the store. And I only run to the store on my bike, but in this instance, I'm actually going to see how all this shit's on the road. I'm telling you, that's oil or some shit. So anyway, it's like one of those big trucks are leaking some shit somewhere, or some truck is. And it was all over the road back here. It's really bullshit. Trying not to get killed back here. So you're trying to stay on those paths, you're trying to watch for traffic, you got to really keep your eye on the road. Face shield's fogging up a little bit, so we're going to crack it, so you might get some wind noise, but I got to be able to see. That was actually the third hog meeting I've been to, the Harley Owners Group meeting. The third meeting. So, at least I'm consistent. Anyway. It's funny when you're riding your motorcycle and it's cold out. Even going slow don't really help you. Did you ever notice that? Like, if I'm doing like 40, you think, oh, I'm going to be warmer from driving 40 mile an hour. But that's not true. You're still just as cold going 40. As if you were going 60. But I know I didn't want to get on the highway with my camera because, you know, I'm still leery about my camera, obviously. It's new whenever you're tying something on your helmet. Whenever you're tying something onto your helmet, you want to be careful, don't blow off going down the highway. Hit a tractor trailer truck, boom, there goes your new camera. Can't retrieve from that. If you're on the back road and it blows off, chances are you probably will find it. And everybody I've watched with this Drift HD camera states that it's really a well-made piece of electronic gear. So at least right now I'm on the last leg of my journey. This has been a long ride tonight. Anyway. So this has been a long leg of a journey here. And at least I got a lot of riding in. And hey, I haven't ridden my bike for a while because it's been rainy and cold and just nasty out. So at least I've had opportunity tonight to ride and get the motorcycle out. You know. Anyway, didn't get to enjoy bike night because I got there too damn late. It started at 6. I could have maybe had something to eat. You know, had time to eat, maybe have a beer, and then go to the meeting. But did I? No, absolutely not. No, I didn't. What ended up happening was, I go to the Harley shop, they said, hey, we have a group ride going down there. They blew me off. They took off like a bat out of hell and left me behind. So, I did find my way. Everything worked out, and it was all right. This is my last leg of my journey to get home down this country road. I do live in rural Pennsylvania. I don't live in the city of Pittsburgh. So, and that's good. I mean, you know, I don't want to live in the city. I'd rather live in the sticks, as we call it. We call this the sticks, you know, when you live out in the country. So, I just don't get that back tire. I don't know if I lost pressure in that tire or if it's the wind blowing me all over, but it feels like the back of the bike is just shimmying a lot tonight for some reason. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway. I can't really wait to get off the bike tonight so I can warm my hands up. My fingers are like frozen. I mean, they're like red. The wind is blowing like a bat out of hell coming home, as I knew it would. And, you know, it's cold. And you just got a bug in the windshield, if you can see that. Big bug spot there, right on the windshield. So yeah, I can't wait to get in the truck and turn the heater on. That's another bike or not, looks like it. Yep, cold as hell. Both of us are freezing. So we talked about the BRC course, the BRC 2 course, and the advanced course. Take it if you can. It's a great time. I think the next time we'll talk, I told you on that Harley Demo Rod, the first bike I took out was the Road King. and we'll talk about more about some of the bikes I rode. And watch my vlog, HarleyDayRider.com. And on HarleyDayRider.com, you're going to see on there the different bikes I rode, because I write them up. It's a 3-day, well, 4-day write-up, I guess. So check it out. If you like reading better than watching all these long videos I'm doing. That'll be something up to you, you know. So yeah, it's a very cold night. Wish I had I was trying to find a thermometer to put on my bike, and still kind of looking around. And I'm really glad. I was worried about wearing my full shield helmet tonight, but I'm really glad I did, because this helmet, if you want to keep your head warm, buy yourself a full face helmet. You're going to be really happy you did. Watch my video on helmets on YouTube, and the YouTube channel is Harley Day Rider. So I try to keep everything very consistent. If you want to follow me on Twitter, again, follow Harley Day Rider on Twitter. Then you'll know when I post on the blog. You'll know when my YouTube videos go up. So you have a great shot there. So, all right. So we're just about here at the end of my journey, back in my shed, where I locked the bike up. And we'll talk about that one day too. If you don't have a garage, how can you have a motorcycle? Well, I figured that out too. So my shoulders are sore just from hunching over this thing all the way home, trying to stay behind the windshield as much as possible. And we're just going to turn here and go back to my shed, lock the grill up. I got to get my tire pressure gauge and check my tire pressures, not tonight of course. Before I go out the next time, I will do that and take a look at the tire pressure. But hey, thanks for riding along with me there. Once again, it's Jack, Harley Day Rider, and hope you subscribe to the videos. I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.